Welcome to Austin, Texas, and Darrell K. Royal Texas Memorial Stadium, where the horns are up and this burnt orange crowd is ready to help Texas hook 'em. Today, two teams collide in an old-fashioned SEC showdown. As we'll see, the Michigan Wolverines taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Wolverines will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Butler. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Fires left. Got his man. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
That's a nice-looking catch on that play, and I know Texas is known for DBs, and they're known for having really good running backs. Not a lot of great receivers over the years. I'll tell you what, though, this guy has really showed up in this game. He's making plays, and I know they want to continue to build a legacy at this position here in this program.
They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Scanning the field, it's Manning. He's got the back in the middle. And he slid through that attempt, and he's got room. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
He's right on target. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score.
A shot toward the end zone, and they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And that's a great job by the defense not letting that bird out of the cage. When you can run like this guy can, you got to keep the edge. Did a great job. He went backwards, retreated, gave up some ground. They didn't give up the outside, got the sack on the play.
Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll run it from the gun. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Six-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. It's complete. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Looking to throw for it. Caught near the sticks. It's Morgan. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Out of the backfield, he's open. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Now the crowd responding in the red zone, trying to help this defense. He'll try the left side. They get him down after a 4-yard gain to the 6. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverine.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
They'll line up to go for 2. Trying to pound it in. Into the end zone for the 2, and they push that lead out to 8. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Oh, he's going to take a chance. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
After the misfire, now on 2nd down. Oh, it's a reverse. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
For an offense, to make the wide receiver reverse work, you've got to have a lot of guys doing a good sell job. Running backs have to behave as if they're actually going to keep the football, and everybody else on offense has to be yelling out, run, to try to make the defense over-pursue, but no Oscars being handed out on that.
He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
First down to start the drive after the break. He's going to pass. Got him downfield. He's running free down the middle. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Texas! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. SMU is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Dallas, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 11 over Maryland. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, we'll see them here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Gerber or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Griese, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. He'll just keep slinging it. Looking for his man. Oh, picked off.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Nice move to pick up yardage. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you've got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Makes the grab on the left. And they're able to get him on the ground.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. To the ground to try to move the chains. And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season, not even in the top 50. But you know what? When you make it third and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, running back on the move. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
And this offense has got it all over here, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Moore. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Across the 25, he's got room. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Dumps it off in the flats. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to go up top on first down. He'll take the deep shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
And I'm putting that one in my back pocket. I'm going to start. I'm going to highlight it. That blitz came home. We are going to need that down the road, and I'll be ready to call that one.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Looking to take a shot. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. From the 30-yard line on first down. Feeling some heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him and it forced the incompletion.
After the incompletion, it's second down. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. On the move, he fires. Picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The give to the back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Longhorns will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win.
He's off to the races. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan.
Number 23 with the carry.
How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. Trying play action. He's into the end zone for the 2, and now they lead by 2. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
16, Texas. 14, Texas.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Makes the grab, it's Carter. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. To the air, it's Manning. Spits it out to the back. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
The Longhorns pick up the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
All the way down at the 33-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the give to the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Not able to hook up the air, incomplete. Third and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. Direct snap. Past the sticks, and he may get more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those...
Fires toward the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
Quarterback could not have blocked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
Looking for space. It's Gibson. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Texas! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes continue to feed this man the ball.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. North Texas has the lead right now. The good folks in Denton have been buzzing all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by a field goal over Army. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be... Fires the pass. Intercepted. Trying to take it back. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Longhorn! The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he did the pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. And he's going to run it back. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
They'll run the option. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Got the first down and more. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big plays.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that too because it's obvious the defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Just going to keep it after the snap. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
Hey, those little chunks keep annoying the crud out of you when you're on defense. It's just putting them in easy situations, chewing up 4 to 6 yards at a pop like that. Puts you in a bad situation as a defensive coordinator. What do I call? Either way, priority number one, we got to stop the run.
Discards a man. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverine.
And the big play starts with the quarterback making the right decision, getting the defense to come to him, pitching the football, and Jesse, the running back, catches it and does the rest.
He does, and he also had good blocking downfield, too. Some of those receivers outside helping him out, but, man, with his speed when he's on the perimeter, the options executed that well, it is virtually impossible to stop.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Dropping back, it's Manning. Going for it all. Catch inside the 25. And he'll go down after a huge gain and picking up the first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. On the ground, it's Baxter. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
You know,
this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
how about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on third down?
A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. They run the reverse. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Brings up 4th and goal.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. He got it.
Well, that's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big moment.
He'll bring it out. It's Moore. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. The running back has it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Right back to the well. Running with power. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
How about that play by the speed back? We hear about speed backs, and he's not the guy that runs in between the tackles. But let me tell you something. When you're trying to catch a guy like that and you're running full speed with everything you have, a lot of times you're just trying to get him to the ground, and you're not trying to put a good shot on him, and then all of a sudden they're breaking tackles. Great job by that young man.
And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Wolverines have this offense rolling. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions, receives zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Makes the catch. It's Moore. After the filthy move, he's got room. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
That's what's so great about these QB runs. They just chip away at the defense. And as this game goes on, these little QB runs, they're going to help keep 3rd downs manageable for this offense.
And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
There's an example of the offense taking advantage of all the attention the defense is giving this outstanding running back. Remember, he's one of the best in the game. They're expecting him to get the football. So the quarterback says, you know what? I'll just keep it. No one's keying on me. I'm going to get upfield and find an explosive play.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options. He's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker in.
Hand off from the shotgun. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
They'll go to the air. Get it out on the screen. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Really nice job there as the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
On the move. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Timeout called by the defense, and the clock is stopped with 18 seconds left. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
And they'll go for 2 to try to win it right here, and this crowd is deafening, trying to will the stop. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. Smashes through the tackle.
They did the right thing by going for 2 to try to make this a field goal game, but the defense comes up with a stop. Not a lot of time left now. but there is still a chance. There's a window of opportunity. They only need a field goal now to pull this one out.
Down to 17 seconds to play. They'll line up for the onside kick, and what a miracle it would be if they pull this out. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow.
They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses that evolve so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.